South Africa is the continent's most industrialized economy. As a result, this country is a magnet for economic migrants searching for better job prospects in the region. Some 250,000 Zimbabweans fleeing political and economic crisis back at home also look to South Africa for better opportunities. Many of them were granted special visas for their stay here. They were first granted 4-year work visas in 2009. The visas have for years been repeatedly extended, but the government announced there would be no further extension. About 180,000 Zimbabweans are affected by the special permit issue. They now face an uncertain future as they had not planned to return home permanently anytime soon. Sevius Mazetedze is one of those Zimbabwean nationals living here in South Africa. He came to South Africa a number of years ago in order to ensure the survival of his family.
I couldn't sustain my family. I couldn't look after my family. Although I had a top job with an international IT company, I couldn't look after my family. So all my children, or two of my children, were still at primary school level, and my son was at high school, and I couldn't afford to look after the family.
One of Mazetedze's daughters came to South Africa at the tender age of 4. Her father's permit, like others, is expiring on the 31st of December, and there's no guarantee that he would get a different permit to stay here.
This is the only life she knows because she grew up here, her friends are here in South Africa, and also she participates in sport here in South Africa. As for my other daughter also, she started grade 5 here, and most of her friends are here. She participated in hockey at provincial level.
We asked what happens then if he doesn't get any permit once the special permit expires.
We just have to go home. If there's nothing else that we can do from here, then we go home.
The special permit holders are already facing tough times as some South African banks have already sent threatening letters to freeze their accounts if they don't provide new documents in January 2022. But for some unemployed South Africans, the government's decision could not have come at a better time.
I agree with the government that the Zimbabweans without permits should go home so that we here in South Africa, South Africans can be able to grow and get jobs.
Yeah, I think that's going to be safe and better for us to get jobs actually, because of people who doesn't have permits get jobs easily than us who have matrics and stuff like that because of cheap labors and stuff. That is the problem.
Some experts believe that the decision by the South African authorities will likely have a negative effect on the economy.
I think it will have a very deleterious effect on the South African economy, because a lot of Zimbabweans who are in South Africa are very, very what we call, and it's a phrase I do not like, but what we call highly skilled. So meaning that they are bringing very important skills to the South African economy. I think it's an action that will have a very negative effect on the economy for South Africa.
According to the last population census, South Africa hosts more than 2.2 million foreigners, including political refugees, economic migrants, and skilled expatriate workers.